welcome to another Formula 1 video on my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll do the Last of Us challenge in F1 21. I'll choose the circuit to Spa-Francorchamps and I'll take the McLaren of Lando Norris, the young Brit who's already had 2 podiums in his young Formula 1 career. I'll choose medium as the session length and I'll be racing against 90% AI. So of course to finish last on the grid on Sunday after crash out in the qualifying session. Okay? And here you can see I smash off my left front tyre and with that Lando Norris has retired out of the qualifying.
Based in the magnificent Ardennes countryside, Spa hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925. This historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike. So it's welcome to the Belgian Grand Prix. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high-quality racing as well. Simply put it, there really is no place quite like Spa. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Daniel Ricciardo and Vettel, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Leclerc and Pierre Gasly, Sainz, Ocon, Yuki Tsunoda and Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Russell, Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin. Latifi and Lando Norris starts from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So here we are in the McLaren cockpit. Let's have a look at the race strategy. We'll start on the medium tyres and then in lap 6 we're going to pit onto the soft compound. Hopefully we'll have a big advantage to the other drivers who then will be on the medium or hard tyres. We're going to remove some fuel that the car will be lighter and faster, and then let's get this race started. It's lights out and away we go here at the Belgium Grand Prix. It's not a great getaway here, but we'll be able to dive bomb in the first corner, and that's what we do. And now we're in P70, but can we overtake another one? Yes, we do. And we're now P16, right behind Kimi Raikkonen in P15. Very good start. Get in there. So now we want to attack Carlos Sainz here. We want to overtake him. Of course, Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz are former teammates at McLaren. Can we get Carlos Sainz into this corner? We'll definitely brake later than him. We do, and we get past the former McLaren driver, Carlos Sainz, and now P15. But can we get Kimi Raikkonen now as well? We'll try to overtake him, and we're past him. Now into P14 of this Grand Prix, and next up it's Yuki Tsunoda. Can we do 3 overtakes in a row here? We're going to attack him in a corner where he shouldn't attack normally, and we do get past him. We're P13 in the Grand Prix, right behind Esteban Ocon, and we're trying to attack Esteban Ocon, and sadly we can't get past him. But now, can we get him on the DRS straight? Of course, he won't have DRS now. We'll use our ERS. Can we brake later into the corner than him? He goes defensive. We'll brake a bit later than him on the outside line, and we do get past him, and now we're up into P12 after making 4 moves. Get in there. Here we see a replay on the overtake on Carlos Sainz. We broke later than him and we easily got past him. Then we overtook Kimi Räikkönen in the Alfa Romeo. It was a really easy overtake, but a nice one as well. And then Yuki Tsunoda was right in front of us. We tried to overtake him in a corner where you usually don't overtake, but we managed to get past Yuki Tsunoda, the Japanese driver. And then at the beginning of lap 2 we overtook Esteban Ocon. We went on the outside line and we just about got past him. Get him there. 4 overtakes in a row. That's not bad. So now we're going to try and overtake Antonio Giovinazzi. We brake later than him into this corner. We right up his gearbox. We're going to try and overtake him before this long corner comes, but we won't be able to. We lift through the corner and we get past Antonio Giovinazzi through a very dangerous corner, and now up into P11 right behind Charles Leclerc and the Ferrari. He can see the replay on the overtake on Antonio Giovinazzi. He was wheel to wheel through this corner, and then we got past him. We actually pulled him off of the track a bit, but we managed to get P11, and now Charles Leclerc is our next target. So now we're going to try to overtake Charles Leclerc in this third sector, where we overtook 3 drivers in the last lap. We're getting closer and closer to him. We almost hit the wall then this corner, but we didn't. We've activated our EOS. We're gaining and gaining on him with our Mercedes engine, which is much faster than this Ferrari engine. We're gaining on him. We're going to try to brake late into this corner. We're braking late and we're past the Ferrari driver. Up into the top 10 now in P10. And right in front of us is Pierre Gasly, but Charles Leclerc tried to attack us again, but he didn't get past us. And now in P9, it's Pierre Gasly.
Okay, clear.
So now we're going to try to attack Pierre Gasly now in lap 4. We'll brake through this long bendy corner. Can we get a good accident? Nikita Mazepin is out of the session. The Russian Haas driver is out. Here we see a replay, and it was an engine failure for the Haas driver. So now we're going to try and overtake Pierre Gasly in the third sector as we overtook all of these other drivers. This is where most of the overtakes happen in this Grand Prix. Do we get a good exit out of this corner? Yes, we do, and we'll activate our EOS. We've got a fabulous top speed with our Mercedes engine, but he goes defensive, but we get past him. We get a warning for collision, but we are past him now, up into P9 of the Grand Prix. Here we see a replay. He went defensive. He blocked us twice there, and we got past him. We got a warning for collision. We got pushed on the grass, but in the end of it, we managed to get past him. Now up into P9. So now we're trying to overtake Lance Stroll, of course, the Canadian driver in the Aston Martin. We're much faster than him, even though we're on the slower compound of tyres. We get a great exit out of this corner, and we will use our EOS, so we get past him through here, and now up into P8 of this Grand Prix, right behind Fernando Alonso. But Lance Stroll is trying to overtake us. It's wheel to wheel through here. We have to brake later to this corner. We'll brake later than him. It's a bit of a collision. He pushes us away, but we defend our position and stay P8, right behind Fernando Alonso in P7 in the Alpine, of course. And now our pit window opens, and we'll of course pit for the soft tyres. So here you can see a replay on the overtake on the Canadian Lance Stroll. We were wheel to wheel through here, but we got past him. But then through this corner, he gained lots of time and he put up a fight. He tried to overtake us, but we broke later than him. He hit us actually, but we didn't leave him too much space, to be honest. But we get past. We defend our position, and now we're P8, right behind Fernando Alonso, the 2-time world champion. Can we get him here? We've got a very good advantage. Of course, we'll pit this lap. Here you can see we've got 27% tyre wear on the left front tyre. Can we brake late into this corner before we'll pit? We brake later than him. We move over to the right-hand side, and we do get past him. But now, of course, we'll move into the pit lane to do our pit stop. We come into the pits in P7, so hopefully our undercuts will work, and we'll gain 1 or 2 positions on the cars ahead. So hopefully our pit crew can do a good pit stop, and it's a pretty decent one. It was a 2.6 second pit stop. So let's hope we do gain some positions with the undercut, and surely with our soft tyres we'll really be faster than all of the others. So we come out of the pits now in P12. That's very good, and Sebastian Vettel is right in front of us. Can we attack him through Eau Rouge? I don't think so, but along the long straight I'm sure we can. So can we get him through here? We'll brake a bit earlier than him. Can we get past him here? No, we can't. This section of the track doesn't allow you to overtake. But can we get him past here? We got Antonio Giovinazzi through here. Will we do it again? Let's hope we do. We lift through this corner and we do get past Sebastian Vettel. And now we're up into P11 of this Grand Prix. Get in there. So here we see a replay on the overtake. It was exactly the same as on Giovinazzi. We lifted through the corner, of course. So we left Sebastian Vettel enough space and we get past him and now in P11. So now lots of the other drivers are pitting, including Antonio Giovinazzi, who we overtook in the race, of course, as well. We were P11 before Giovinazzi turned into the pits. We got a purple third sector, which shows our pace on the soft tyres is definitely there. And we come through in P6, which means we gained 1 position with the undercut, which is pretty good. And now we're right behind Sergio Perez. Of course, him in the Red Bull, us in the McLaren. Surely we can get past him if he's on the medium tyres. We'll hopefully get a good exit through here. We use our EOS and we fly past Checo Perez up into P5 now, right behind our teammate Daniel Ricciardo, who's on the hard tyres, which is very strange. I would have expected him to be on the medium tyres, but he decided to go to the slower hard tyres. Here we see a replay of the overtake on Checo Perez. It was a comfortable overtake. We had a brilliant top speed and got past the Mexican driver. So now in lap 10, we're going to try to overtake our teammate Daniel Ricciardo. We've got DOS and EOS, but we can't get past him yet. We tap him, and we tap him again. 2 taps in a row. We're showing that we're right behind him. Can we get him along the DRS straight? Surely we can, because of course he's on the slower, harder tyres. We have to get a good exit through our ridge, and yes we do. We've got the EOS and the DRS. We'll get that as well in a minute, and he is defenseless. We move over to the right-hand side. We brake later than him. Of course we do. We got a purple first sector. And we get past our teammate Daniel Ricciardo up into P4 now. Get in there. And next up is Valtteri Bottas on the medium tyres. He's currently 3 seconds away from us. I don't think we can get him because we've only got 1.5 laps remaining. But let's try to pressurise him. And maybe we could even try to overtake him in the last corner or so. So now we're coming over the line into lap 11 from 11, and we've got the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, a 1:46.7, which is brilliant to see, and we're only 2.4 seconds away from Valtteri Bottas. So can we now on our fastest soft tyres maybe close the gap to the Finn driver? And the answer is sadly no, we can't. We've got a 1.9 second gap on the Finnish driver, who deserves to be third place. The race winner is Lewis Hamilton, second is Max Verstappen, third is Valtteri Bottas, and Lando Norris comes over the line in P4. Get in there. We actually set another fastest lap in that last lap, which is brilliant to see, and of course Lando Norris is the driver of the day.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
It's got to be Lando Norris, hasn't it? Smooth, confident and assured. I've got no doubt that he and his team are going to be over the moon with his performance today.
So here you can see the race results of the Belgium Grand Prix here. Lewis Hamilton wins the race behind Max Verstappen in second in the Red Bull. Third is Valtteri Bottas, and fourth is Lando Norris. Get in there. Starting from P20, we managed to come up to into P4. That means we gained 16 places in the Grand Prix, which is incredible. And we set the fastest lap, which was a 1:46.4, which is incredible. We were much faster than Lewis Hamilton. Our fastest lap was 3/10 faster than Lewis Hamilton, which is absolutely incredible. Our teammate Daniel Ricciardo is P5, so that means McLaren bagged 23 points out of the Belgium Grand Prix, which is a very good result for the English team. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys next time.